Hello, everybody. So, I have been um I've been trying to lose some weight. Um right now I am 170. You know what? I'm just going to give myself the benefit not the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just going to say I'm 176 7 pounds from the 177 175 to 177 pounds at max that I've seen myself this like from Thanksgiving last year to up until right now, which is April 1st. So, and I've been trying to lose weight. I think like 2 months ago, I started realizing, you know what? I think, or maybe it was a month ago, I'm starting to realize that I need to start doing it because I'm going to be 30 in July, which is 3 months away. I know, it's just like, didn't this year just start? Um, I'm trying to do that. Um, and diabetes and blood pressure and blood sugar are rampant in my family. So, is you know how like your mom never like when I was younger, like I never really. Sorry, I turned my light because it's getting darker out. It's very cloudy outside, so I didn't really have the sun. So it's very hard to so like it was like when I was younger, it was very it wasn't real. It was hard to wrap the what my mom was saying about, oh, don't eat all that food, you're gonna get fat. I mean, well, she didn't say like that, but don't, oh, be careful, you don't want to end up like me and stuff like that. I mean, not direct like that, but I mean, it I didn't really, it went through my head because I was like, that's miles away, I'm not gonna be that old, and of course I'm not gonna get that fat. And like, I remember when I was in my undergraduate years at college, and I was just like, I was 100 something pounds then, and I was just like 170 something pounds when I was in my undergrad year, and I never noticed I was getting that fat. And because one time I went to the doctor, and one time I looked at my BMI, and I saw I was technically in the obese category. I wasn't even in the overweight category. I was in the obese category, and I was like, what? And now I'm finding out 170 something pounds and you're 5'2" is not good. I just always thought, oh, I have a little bit of a gut. I know I need to get rid of that. But I need to lose a lot of weight. So but right now I need it. The thing is, I've been trying to lose weight for the longest time ever, but I need to be, first of all, I need to be realistic. When I come home from work, because I've been working ever since my senior year of my undergraduate year, which was like in 2013. No, that was I think that was my sophomore year, undergraduate year. So so I've been working ever since my sophomore year of undergraduate. Um, no, actually, yeah, I think it was my senior year of undergraduate. No, I think it was my junior year. I don't know. I'm not. Um, but like every time I come home, I am not. I am too tired, and I've had a stressful day, and I am not waking up. I'm not going to be like, oh, let me get my weights, let me get my mat, and then I'm gonna. I mean, although it feels great, after a workout session, especially someone who has anxiety, because yes, I do have anxiety. And so it's hard. Anxiety, depression. I have anxiety, depression, and now I found out I have ADHD, which makes a lot of sense throughout my life. But I'll get to that later. So it feels great when working out, and then you got endorphins running. You're just like, yeah, I feel like I could conquer the world after you just work out, and you're just so happy and everything. But I mean, my first job, would come home at like 11 o'clock because the freaking I worked at Oban Pan South Station, and it freaking doesn't close until like 9 or 9:30, and I'm just like, and then I get home at 11 o'clock because it takes me like 1.5 hours to get home. I have to yeah, so because the trains don't run that frequently because it's like almost the middle of the night. So yeah, I'm going to bed, and plus I have homework to do. I'm not working out even on weekends, even on my days off. I'm sleeping, or I'm watching TV or YouTube. That's what I'm doing. And so um the same thing started becoming an early education teacher. If those babies are just way too when I started out as an infant teacher, those babies are just way too much. They I shouldn't say this online. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say it because I don't want people to think that all infant teachers are not human. It's like when you just want to tell the babies, stop crying, shut up, and it's just like you just can't. When I mean, they close at what they would close at like 5 or 5:30. And I would be in like I would just go home and sleep. I would be like, I sometimes like wouldn't even eat dinner because I was just so tired. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I mean, I'm still an early education teacher. I mean, come on, I love it. Um, so what I did is and now I'm in my master's degree. So, and I realized I've just been really, really depressed. That's also another thing. If you're depressed or you're anxious, you can't you if you're really depressed, you don't want to get up. You don't even want to get up to go to the bathroom sometimes, even though you know you stink and you haven't taken a shower in days or brushed your teeth. You can't get up. You only know, your brain only knows, I'm comfortable in the darkness, and I'm going to stay in the darkness. And you can only get out when your brain tells you, you know what, I think the darkness has subsided, and you already eaten a bunch of food already that's not good for you, because obviously when you have depression, you don't my kitchen's downstairs, so I love to cook, but I'm definitely not going to go downstairs. I'm going to find something that is not nutritious, something that will make me feel good easily. So I'm going to find sugar. I'm definitely not going to cook something, because then my brain will be like, that means you have to do something. You're not going to do something because you're in depression mode. And depression mode means we're going to stay in the darkness, because we know what the darkness is like. We know what to do in the darkness, which is nothing. So you're definitely not going to cook. Yes, you're hungry, but you're going to find something like a donut or a Snickers bar, or you have your phone right next to you, so you can just order Domino's. I mean, and I do order Domino's all the time. But that's here and there. Okay, so, and I noticed, and now that I'm in a master's degree, I'm doing a master's degree. That's just more. I just been so ugh, that I was just like, you know what, I need help, and so I went to Cerebral, which brings us to our sponsor. No, I don't have a sponsor. I'm sorry, I don't. But Cerebral, if you ever want to sponsor me, I'm your girl. But, so which I said I need to get some help. So I went to Cerebral. Um, so because I had tried some stuff in the past, but it wasn't really that great. I've tried BetterHelp. BetterHelp didn't really help. So BetterHelp wasn't the best help. um, so I tried Cerebral. I was put on 50 milligrams of Zoloft. Now, and I have the person who gives me the medication, and I have a therapist. So it started last year in August. So, and right now it's April 1st. So, I'm not going to do the math. You guys can do the math. So, I think like in December, I didn't, I think it was December or January, I wanted to quit Cerebral because I was just like, this is not working for me. And then, but then all of a sudden I changed my mind. And I'll get to that in another video probably. So then I changed my mind, and then I got a new prescriber, and it turns out I told him I'm taking 50 milligrams of Zoloft, sertraline. It's technically sertraline. They don't call it Zoloft, but yeah, but it's the same thing. But and so then I got a new therapist, and he told me a new prescriber, and because the old prescriber, she left Cerebral, so I got a new prescriber. He says to me, well, 50 milligrams is just a starter point, so because your prescriber should have said something to you if you because I always have to talk to them every month, and she would always say, how are you doing? I tell her I don't feel all that different, and so she would say, oh well, let's just keep going, and I was just like, okay. And she never said, do I need to up, well, she did suggest that if I needed to up the medication. And I said, well, maybe it still needs time to take into effect. And she was like, okay. And I was also taking it at night. She never I asked, like, I did ask her when she first gave it to me, do I start taking, when is the ideal time to take it? And she didn't really give me a specific answer. So I just said night, because that's when I take my vitamins anyway. So I take that at night. And so then she leaves. I get a new prescriber, and he's like, you know what? I think then if you've been feeling this way and you've been taking this since August, you need to up your medication. And he was like, he went to 100 milligrams. And then he asked me more in-depth questions. And he also said, your prescriber should have told you should have been taking it in the morning, not in the night. Okay, so I was just like, okay, that makes sense. So I did that, and he asked me some more in-depth questions that she never really answered. She never really gave me. And he's just like, you know what? You also seem like you might have ADHD. I'm just like, really? First of all, I'm just like, really? Because I never considered myself having ADHD. But I mean, after a couple of months, I realized I'm looking back in like my life, and like there probably are some times that I might have had ADHD. Um, I've actually never told anyone about this. You guys are the first ones, so you should be honored. So, this ties into my workout plan. I promise. I know I usually go on tangents. So, I'm on 100 milligrams now, and I'm starting to work. I feel like now I'm starting to understand that I need to schedule. ADHD people with ADHD need to know how to schedule things, because they need to know what they don't like things that are just that just come out of the blue. They don't. So, and I'm just like, that makes sense. This is why I don't. This is why I need to schedule what I'm going to do with my life, with my specifically how I'm going to lose weight. And it's not. And I also I realize, you know what, food is a more of a factor in how I'm losing weight than just exercise. Um, and I've never realized that like having a support group. I'm technically not in a support group, but it's just like I think just watching videos. Like I've watched if you're familiar with the channel Luke Narwhal, um it's like I don't know how I came across this channel, but I'm realizing that there are so many people out here who are just like me, who have no who have who just don't know, like who just have tried to find their own way of losing weight, and it's just like this is so great. So at first I said, you know what, I'm gonna work out 3 times a week, but then it didn't work out. So what I did, cause cause I just needed to find a way to overall start being happy and like not always feeling down. So I laid out my schedule. So what I'm going to do, I like I wake up at around 6:30. I do my exercises, and then I do 10 minutes of exercises, like 4 to 5 for like 4 to 5 days. So put 10 minutes a day in the morning. That's like for 5 days. That's 50 minutes. That's almost an hour. So that's good. I started. I've started. I feel like once you start, you change your diet plan a little bit, and like your sugar intake, your body doesn't crave as much sugar as you want. And like I remember, like today was like the first time I had a powdered donut, white powdered donut from Edmonds in a long time, and it's just Edmonds, the box donuts that you have at the store, and it was just like oh wow, this is actually really sweet. So it's just amazing, and it's just like you don't know how much you don't need until you don't need it. It's just like I didn't even notice that. That's crazy. It's like I've been making for breakfast, I've been having avocado toast. I tried their avocado toast at Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm just like, you know what? I think I can make this. And so it's just sourdough and avocado. And it's like the way I've been making my avocado toast before. When I remember when it was all when it started coming out, avocado toast coming out, it was just all the rage. I thought it was just toast with avocado on it, and it was just, and I ate it, and it was just like so bland. But everyone was saying, "Oh, it's the reason why everyone wanted, because it didn't have a bunch of carbs, and it wasn't, and avocado fats were good for you, and like, but it was bland. It was toast with bland, it was bland toast with bland avocado, so it's just like, it's disgusting. But I kept eating it, and that's the thing that you shouldn't do. That's the thing that I tell my mom she, she shouldn't do, and she because she knows oatmeal is good for you, but she buys it, and I'm just like, why do you buy it if you don't eat it? Because it always goes to waste, and then I have to eat it because I love oatmeal. Well, I mean, I don't love oatmeal, but like, I'll eat it if it's there. Um, so so then I finally tried. So then I remember I finally tried avocado toast from Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, this is really good, and it's just like, because they put seasonings in their avocado toast, and it's just not one. You just don't plant a whole avocado on top of the bread. You actually get some. You toast the bread, and then you put avocado. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I never knew avocado toast could be flavorful. Why? This is why people don't eat. This is why there are a lot of people who don't eat well, because they think that all good food that's good for you, is not flavorful. People don't, and it's just like, you have to figure it out for yourself. And it's just like, and it's just like, I can make my own guacamole. I've made it before for like the Super Bowl, so I can make my own guacamole. So I made my own guacamole. Um, I put some lemon juice in it, a cap full of lemon juice in it. I don't. So you can use actual juice from actual lemons, but I just get the lemon juice from the store because it's just right there, and we use it for chicken. I'm just like, it's a lot easier than just squeezing the lemon. So, and then I add um some salt and some pepper and a little bit of hot peppers, just a little bit of hot. I don't like that. I Yes, I'm Nigerian, but I do not like spicy foods. It's like, even someone who could say, "Oh, it's only mild spice," I'll just be like, so no, I'm not. So just like the tiniest bit of spice in there. Hot peppers. So I put the hot peppers in. It tastes fine. I put it on some sourdough, or I've tried rye dough. I've tried artisan bread before. I put the thing in the toaster oven, the bread until I take it out. I don't put anything on the bread, and then I just spread the stuff on, and it's just like, this tastes amazing. I don't need it. First of all, I'm saving money. I don't need it, and it's quick and easy, so I can just go. It's quick and easy for like when I have to go. I don't have to do all this, put all this stuff together to make a lunch, to make a breakfast that will fill me up. It's also good with hummus too. I haven't made my own hummus yet, but I've used hummus, and it's good. Um, I've used the red pepper one. I don't think I've used I want to try other hummus, the olive oil hummus, but I haven't tried that one yet. And it's just so, it's awesome. It's really awesome. It's like, I'm making food for myself, and I feel full when I'm eating it. It's just like, what? And I'm eating good. And so I'm doing this more often, and I'm feeling a lot better for myself. It's the medication. It's just, it's working. It's working on yourself that makes you feel amazing. And I really like that. Um, I've also moved. I've been doing 5 pounds for I've been doing 5 pounds of for my weights, and I in my 5 pounds I've just gotten a little. I think I'm moving out of my 5 pounds. But I have bought a 12 pound. I know that's a little extreme. You moving from 5 pounds to 12 pounds, but I've only got one 12 pound weight, and so like I interchange during my workouts, and feel like at first I didn't understand what sculpting meant. Like, well, I obviously knew what sculpting and toning meant, but like now I know that how much you need to have that. So like I do work out on my abs, but I'm also like probably sculpting and toning like at least probably like 1 or 2 times a week, because I want to have avatar core arms. I really do. Let me see. It's starting. It's starting. But I want to have avatar core arms like in book one. I want arms like that, and I'm trying. I'm trying to get those arms. I'm on my way there. So, um, and it's also, don't call the days where you eat something cheat days. Just don't. Like cocoa, like I try not to drink. I really like cocoa. I've been like for the past year I've started to be really into drinking cocoa, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna try to stop for a little bit. I'm not gonna have it every single day like I used to. And then I'm gonna give myself a treat. Same thing with soda. I'm not gonna have soda all the time, but I'm gonna give myself a treat once in a while. I've been drinking juice instead of um, soda with my lunch, or like with my dinner, or I've just been drinking water sometimes. And like I said, I say to myself, I'm gonna probably have soda once a week. Sometimes I even forget that I'm supposed to have soda once a week, and I just don't go. I think I've gone 2 weeks without having a soda one time, and or one and a half to 2 weeks without having a soda one time, and I didn't even notice until I was like, oh, hey, you know what? I haven't been buying soda. And I think also too, like, I love buying I told you I love buying Domino's. Um, it's like, you want to say Domino's is bad, okay? Fight me. Um, but I love Domino's, and sometimes I order a pizza and some um garlic knots or cheesy bread. I eat it all by myself. Now, that's okay. That's okay. That's not a cheat day. That's something for me. If I do it multiple times a week, that's different. But yeah, I'm trying to keep myself more accountable now of what going into my body. And it's not just taking away stuff. It's adding stuff as well. Like I remember like I had a meatball, like I just came from Handle and Hayden yesterday. And so it was like around 10 o'clock. So I went to Subway. I was gonna get I really wanted something hot, and I really wanted a meatball sub. So I got a meatball sub. I got a 6 foot instead of a foot long. But yet I added um, lettuce, cucumbers, and what's in tomatoes to get that crunch. So I think a foot long would have made me eat all of it, but if I didn't put vegetables on the 6 inch, it wouldn't have satisfied me. So that's an example of what I mean by adding stuff into it. Like, you just need more fruits and vegetables and more protein in, well, I need it. I don't know what you need specifically because I'm not a dietitian, but um yeah, just look at it as body positivity, and but healthy body positivity. Sometimes too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Okay, eating sugar once in a while, not that's not bad, but eating it all the time, that's not good. Don't, oh, just like overworking out, you're going to hurt something. I just do 10 minutes a day. If I can do 10 minutes, I'm fine. If I go over that, if I still like feel like I want to do more, I'll do that. But I'm not going to be a gym buff. Okay? So I'm fine with that. So I'll check back with you later. Bye.